Welcome to the YouTube channel. This week's challenge is kind of 3-in-1. You've got figuring out how to be a live streaming Twitch gamer. I've always been curious. We've got the task of beating a game called Only Up, which based on the screaming clips that I've seen lately, that's gonna be a real one. And lastly, I'm interested to see if I can make a montage of this game inspired by a guy online named PWNISHER. A funny name. This week's challenge starts right here. But where does someone begin if they want to be a Twitch streamer? So I made an account on Twitch, cbeat_1. You know, Cameron Brigg, CB, CBeat. But that was taken, so it looks like this now. And I don't think any streamer is really worth their salt unless they have a good logo. So I went over to Fiverr and asked a guy to make me one. Not a sponsor. Wow, he asks you to answer a lot of questions before you can get your logo. Question 1, what is your name? CBeat. Question 2, what animal or object or character do you want to be? A shark, so I can chow down on these games. All right, I put some images in here that I took the other day. I'm gonna type, I've attached a few images to show you what inspired me with this idea. Gosh, I think that's glorious. Question 3, what are the poses and expressions to use for your character? Hunched forwards with controller in hand. Oh, and if you could give me cool biceps, that would be a plus. I think we're off to a good start. Send. Well, that was fast. Okay, I just got my logo and it's perfect. I'm sending this to my whole family right now. So I've got a logo on Twitch. I already feel official. Now where do I go on here to live stream? Brilliant idea. Why not ask ChatGPT how to go live? Can you tell me exactly how I can live stream on Twitch? GPT-4, number 1, capture card. Number 2, microphone. Number 3, microphone stand, pop filter, lighting, headphones, green screen. Now's probably a good time to mention that I've been a professional videographer for the last 5 or 6 years, so I've got stuff. Let's see if we can pull off live streaming without buying anything new. Just laying this out here for a visual. So on one end of our signal chain, I've got my microphone, and that will plug into this Handycam via this XLR cable. Well, I can taste being a live streamer already. Then the Handycam will be connected to my camera, putting audio into my camera with an 1/8" jack. 3 devices, 2 cables so far. So we'll have video and audio both coming out of my camera, traveling along this USB-C cable, and going into my PC right up top. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called live streaming. Now I just need to find out if it works. So the next thing that GPT says is that I need streaming software and a Twitch account. It seems to be giving 2 options for free streaming software, OBS and Streamlabs OBS. Those sound the same. I'll try to narrow this down. So if I was looking to use a green screen and remove my background and also show my game footage at the same time, which is better, OBS or Streamlabs OBS? Both. Did not see that coming. I guess I'll just set up my green screen and pick one of the 2 softwares at random and try to go live. Wow, so there's like this template already here and the game is automatically picked up and my face is in the corner and everything. That's it. One of the first things it had me do when I opened Streamlabs was connect to Twitch. So all I have to do is hit the go live button and yeah, I am a streamer. Where's that box? Step 1, done. Okay, so I'm not actually done because when I tried to go live, I didn't have working audio. It took me like an hour. That was a whole thing. Now there's nothing between me and sweet, sweet victory in Only Up. I'm giving myself 3 days to beat Only Up. That's because I still have to edit this video. And if I can't beat it in 3 days, I'm considering this a failed challenge. Last week's challenge was failed, and if by the end of the year I have more failed challenges than successful challenges, I'll let my friends tattoo whatever they want on my back. That's horrible. That sounds horrible. We've all seen gamers screaming and rage quitting at this game, and I'm sitting here thinking, these are my favorite kinds of games. Heck, I eat Souls games for breakfast, though there's no documentation of that. But I'm about to have a lot of fun with the second part of this challenge, beating Only Up. So day 1, I streamed for 7 hours and really went against the name of this game. I collected over 12 minutes straight of just fall time. But at the end of the day, the game was starting to act really glitchy and I made it to this cursed icy area, stepping out on these falling platforms, and in the blink of an eye, I was all the way back down to where you start the game. I will do my best to explain just how high I was when this happened. Only Up has 50 themed zones that I could count. Each one is unique, okay? Starting with what I call Dead Man's Land at the very bottom. Oh hey, I died in Only Up. It means you fell to the Dead Man's Land. And moving all the way up through 7 hours worth of gameplay, you make it to the 40th themed zone out of 50, this Icy Wonderland. And I quit right after this glitch, so let's move on to day 2. This game is basically Monkey Ball. For anyone that remembers the classic first 2 Monkey Ball games, those are the only ones that count. The strategy that worked for me as a kid on the GameCube is the same strategy that I really got the hang of in Only Up. Don't move the right stick too much. It's the one that you use to look around. But find your direction and break your left thumb in the forward position. Then there's nothing ahead but victory. On day 2, I managed to get past the Icy Wonderland and Japan and the lighthouse. Then I was cluelessly walking up on the most famous sad face that this game can offer you. You see this plate with pizzas and cheese? Looks harmless, right? Yeah? Basically anything you touch here is going to put you on a one-way trip back down to Dead Man's Land. There's like this invisible cylinder that you get trapped inside of and literally can't move around to save yourself. They've coded a one-way path to ultimate failure. It's horrendous. It's cruelty. And this would have ended me on day 1 if not for the ice glitch, which is even more frustrating because it makes me realize that I basically lost a whole day due to that ice glitch. I could have made it to these pizzas and cheeses on day 1 and rage quit here, and that would have been somehow far more productive to start day 2 with this knowledge. Oh yeah, and now is probably a good time to mention that I've upgraded my Twitch stream for day 2 with a few gifts. I downloaded 3 for falling that I'm pretty proud of, and 1 for celebration. I didn't get to use that one very much. But yeah, that fall ended my run on day 2. I rage quit after that. I've only got 1 day left, or else I might be one step closer to a back tattoo, which is horrible. Day 3 was a long battle. Gaming is like a war zone. First thing I did this day was I made it to the end. First thing the game did this day was glitch me all the way back down to Dead Man's Land again. I couldn't believe it. Second thing I did today was I made it to the end again, the tippy top. But on my way up, all the way from the bottom, turned on my video brain, learned how to center the camera, and learned how to make the character walk slow. I'm not kidding, I never knew these things. I didn't know you could change your camera angle. On day 1, I thought my game was broke because I set it camera right, and I was used to my guy being on the left. And I remember thinking to myself, why can't you play with your guy in the center? Took me 3 days. Kind of the same thing. You can make your character slow walk, normal walk, or run. I had no idea. And I made my character slow walk from Dead Man's Land all the way through the game. About midway through, I started feeling really proud. And now that it's done, I can't wait for you guys to see it. I wish, okay, that I could do an actual 3D render in one of PWNISHER's challenges. But this is like, even though I understand videography and blah, 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 it's a completely different thing what they're doing. I can't even imagine how much time it would take to learn all of that. So I feel like this is a good start, like doing my own version of one of his epic challenges using game footage. This was a challenge success. If you want to see the full render challenge knockoff that I put together, keep your eyes peeled. That will be up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Please subscribe to follow my journey throughout this year with all the challenges that I'll be attempting. Tell me challenges in the comment section that you'd like me to try. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos.